I feel like instead of going in through the vents, we could just have me fly. That seems way better. Oh. Nice. Oh my gosh. It was an ambush. I had no idea. Come for the maiden, have ya? Yeah. Yeah, I have. You guys are getting wrecked. You could look at the person rescuing you. Where am I? Resh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior Flight. Now, to quit this accursed place, Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will think only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. We somehow got in here unnoticed, but we couldn't get out unnoticed. That's crazy. Let us speak again once we're safely outside the walls. I don't understand. Why would I need to create a diversion? They got in here safely. That's one. Yeah, overpower is no longer a cone. That got changed in 6.1. Just kind of bummed about it. There's one. Just gonna keep rounding things up. They called for a distraction. What if we just killed everything? Oh god. They can stun you. There we go. Since Chris is here, we're just gonna mass murder. You can die. You can die. You can die. Oh, sorry I ran by you. Would have gladly murdered you at the time. Keep showing up. All right. That should... Oh, I ran out of this one before we got them all. We missed one. Or I didn't tag it before he killed it. Oh, I thought there was only two. Yeah, I definitely missed one of these walkers. Somehow they got in there to meet me and then didn't meet me, then couldn't get back out. Which it seems easier to get out by jumping down. I don't know. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thank you to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Word cannot express well my gratitude. Sorry, got a little swamp in my throat. All that is left is to report the mission's success to Commander Levelier. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. Voice is fading. We've done a lot this week. Between 6.15 and that Omega stuff, man. That was so much voice. So, we did like 10 hours of MSQ on Monday. 6.15 was, I mean, another 8 or 9 hours. I don't know how voice actors or, you know, or like talk radio hosts do it. I know how like a standard DJ does it, right? Because they're not talking when like the music's playing. But it's a lot. Impressive. People are impressive. It does well to me to see you thus returned. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering the enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission, as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Meteor. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Meteor, I realize that you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Guerthos. I've been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you're ready. I don't know that any of this matters. I'd like to come check on Coolday here. Those azure uniforms really are rather striking, but I think I shall remain a Scion for the notice. These walls have become my home, and the Scions my family. Besides, I'm just not sure blue is really my color. The green of my cassock brings out my eyes, just as Hori's breeches bring out the red in his. Oh, look forward and never back. Devote yourself only to the present. This is what I've learned from the Domans. I don't think those are going to fit you, bud. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Meteor, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are treated with Sir Amaric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor, not flavor. My God, speak, young man. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Amaric wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Querthos. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, but I saw you giving out clothes earlier, so clearly your time is not always valuable. And could you doubtless be put to a nobler use? If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword, and that is why I know that I am better than you. You're slaying primals, but I am signing contracts. That is the greater service. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you made note of that. You know, we wouldn't want people thinking that my ability to slay godlike beings with an axe was impressive. It's much more impressive that you are able to sign things. You think people would like a taste of hammering? A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador. By all means. I think it a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast activity as of late. If Alphino believes your presence may well help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent. I take it Meteor has explained the situation? He has, yet, welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Oh, would that I knew. The question of their motives is one which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Ablathia's spine, don't worry, my knowledge of geography is very flawed, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean Alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. I don't even know if I was alive when that stuff was relevant. Ugh, such old people. Friends of Convenience, who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertear Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas, even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine amazing efforts yielded? Why not? Not. Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than lowly messengers we have been fobbed off within the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. I do not trust you two to understand. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I. I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire shall soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed. You may be assured that I will expound upon this point, and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Meteor. Our old friend, Lord Harshafon, is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself to the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Alright, alright. This is a big deal. Spending more time in Querthos is a good thing. I do need more time in Querthos. I've been really looking forward to it. That's why I said after I cleared 2.0, I was like, man, I just want to spend more time with the Dravanians. And Brian's like, we do? Question mark? You know? Alright. Oh, Meteor, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked into blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. I know you were talking to me, not Meteor. It's okay. Ah, good. Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Harshafant. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid, since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future will bring? Maybe I'll punch you in the face. House Fultams may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. I don't know, crazier things have happened. Querthos has, after all, frozen over. In any case, I'm simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand. Sir Emmerich has arrived in Camp Dragonhood earlier, and I'm told he's eager to meet you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He will grant you an entrance and send word to the other attendees. And as inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it's best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. My time is very valuable these days. Yeah. We're really lucky to have you, bud. I don't even know how we would do it otherwise. We're very, very lucky to have little Alfie in our midst. We've been expecting you, sir. Pray take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others. Great.